Show me something.
I mean, the fact that Ronnie, it was a shrug, Ronnie, my goodness. It wasn't that hard to see. Big respect to Ronnie, obviously the king, but I'm a little disappointed that he's approaching this the same way that every cookie-cutting schmuck, schlup, schmutz, fucking loser on Instagram would watch this footage. He's not looking at it from a broader spectrum. You know what I'm saying? There's value in anything you do, honestly. Everything's everything. Whether it's quarter reps, full reps, like super full reps with extra range of motion. I would just say, because I want to go back to the power factor training, that if you only do these micro reps, you're kind of wasting your time. But even so, I still wouldn't say it's a waste of time. Literally everything has a purpose, okay? If he just does this shit and he mixes in this, like, say maybe you mix in some ass to grass squats or something after this, or, you know what I mean, do those freaking shrugs and right after do like a deficit deadlift or something like that. You're getting the best of both worlds.
Show me something. You got this. Not even half. Well,
Look how fucking thick and fat and rotund this barbell looks on him. Is that a squat bar or is El Campeone just that thin in stature? Doesn't that bar just look massive on him?
a half. No. You're looking real bad. Looking funky, Campeone. Sorry, El Campeone.
What the frick was that? I wanted to see the rep. Is that it? That's the footage already? We get what he does, but what's the gist of this? What's the freaking summary? Okay? Don't judge the book by its cover. El Campeone, you know, got the skin-tight Lycra, penis outlined pants, right? Skin-tight Lycra, Under Armour, you know, just whatever. The workman's boots, the double knee wraps, the double belt. Very easy for people to look at that and go, oh, this guy's a freaking idiot. You know what I'm saying? But with a more skilled, wise eye, you can see the beauty in certain things. And that's how now when I see it, I love going to the comments. I love seeing all the people, like, you know, the comments are funny, usually. Maybe not all the time. The comments are funny. But then you go back and you say, let me look at this from a different perspective. And you can't help but give it a round of applause. Because, like for instance, that leg press. I mean, the guy, you know, maybe say he's at 160, 170 pounds. You got a freaking 170 pound guy with 2,000 on the leg press. And is it like a wise thing to do? Probably not. Because what happens if your freaking tendon ruptures or something? That weight will literally smother you, right? Because the safeties are pretty low on that. So if one tendon ruptures, you bet your buns on that heavy-ass leg press, the other tendon is going to rupture too. You're going to be pancaked. So it's like, you got to respect the balls. You know what I'm talking about? And the heart, the intensity that he brings to it. You can't deny the intensity. He's always slapping himself with a belt. I saw him headbutt a metal rack before. And then he, before he did that in that video I just saw, it was recently actually. I think I saw the Ronnie thumbnail and the El Campeone reaction. I was like, El Campeone, like, let me look him up. So I just watched something. And it was like the first real lift I've ever seen him do. It was just a conventional deadlift. Granted with, you know, double, you know, the two big belts on, whatever, and straps and all, but that's whatever. You know, a lot of people there's nothing wrong with wearing straps in deadlift, so you don't want to tear your freaking biceps. I think he was wearing them like backwards, though. He's doing like a mixed grip with straps, which to me that doesn't make any sense. But regardless, I think he did like 365 for 4. So you can say, well, listen, it's not very strong, right? It's not. Especially when you watch him do 2,000 pound leg press and on. So you kind of get a gist. You're like, okay, so that tells us how strong, like that gives us a good strength standard. But guys, if you watch this footage, I mean, if you just go to his Instagram or something, he hits one rep and it's like a grinder. He does a second rep, absolute grinder, hitching, like just really hard. Then proceeds to do like 2 or 3 more reps. So like that right there, like who cares about the strength? There's a ton of strong people in the world. Not many people are going to be the strongest person in the world. And there's tons of strong, like, who cares? But it's that heart to freaking get a rep you freaking just, capillaries exploding, balls to the wall, grinding it out, and then to proceed to do that not one more time, not two more times, but three more times. Like, that is what you freaking applaud. Like, that is some intensity. That is some, like, trick. That's like getting after it. Like, that's how you train. Like I would say, if I had to pick someone, you had perfect textbook, freaking everything just looks perfect, but they give it like a 6 out of 10 effort. Or you got this guy, just slop, disgusting slop form, whatever, but he's giving 11 out of 10 effort. Like, that's the guy you want to work with. You know what I'm talking about? It's like you could have, like, if you're hiring someone for a job, you could have the most qualified guy or whatever to do the job, or you can have this guy that, like, is just awesome to be around. He just brings it, he just tries super hard, and he's got the freaking heart. So, like, okay, maybe if I can tweak his stuff a little bit, I can teach him a couple things. That freaking heart and drive and that enthusiasm, that dedication to one more rep every time, it's going to take him so much farther than that person that's just knows everything but doesn't give it 120%. You feel what I'm saying? That's the gist of it. So anyways, kudos to Ronnie for making this video.